Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Monday. We got 8 matchups on this NBA slate today, so go ahead and like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below, and yeah, let's hop into it. Pretty light Monday, not too much action going on today. We got the New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly opening up as 4.5-point favorites with the over-under at 210. The last 10 head-to-head, Philly 9-1. The Knicks 6-3-1 covering in those 10. Don't see any major injuries here. I do see Danny Green is questionable for Monday. So is Matisse Thybulle. So be sure to monitor those statuses. Yeah, Philly currently on a 6-game winning streak. I mean, playing really good basketball here. Knicks, they've already beat Philly earlier, 112-99. But yeah, the Sixers team is looking really good here, and the Knicks, the last few games kind of have a show, against Toronto, Indiana, didn't really show up, and yeah, I like Philly here. Going to ride any kind of streaks that teams are having. They're playing good basketball despite all the injuries they have. They're playing really good team basketball here. I like Philly here. We'll take the -4.5, and we'll take them on the money line for sure. Next matchup, we have the Brooklyn Nets versus the Chicago Bulls. Bulls opening up as 1.5-point favorites with the over/under at 215. The last 10 head-to-head, Brooklyn 8-2, 6-4 covering in those 10. Brooklyn, currently on a 5-game winning streak. 11-2 in their last 13 against the Bulls, 9-4 covering in those 13 games against Chicago. Chicago, kind of two bad losses to Philly. Brooklyn playing really good though, got the little win streak going on. We'll see it. They are coming off a back-to-back. We'll see if they hold anybody out. If Brooklyn doesn't hold anybody out, as long as KD and Harden are playing, we'll take Brooklyn plus 1.5. If either one of them are out, we'll go with the Bulls here. Next matchup, we have the Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets. Heat opening up as 1.5-point favorites with the over/under at 206. The last 10 head-to-head, Denver 7-3, 6-4 covering in those 10. Don't see any major injury news to report. Michael Porter Jr. is questionable Monday, so be sure to check his status. Miami 9-3 covering on the road. Been a really good road covering team. 6-1 in their last 7. Denver 3-10 covering in their last 13. Have had trouble covering here lately. Miami, they've looked really good here. In their last 7 to 8 games. I mean, they only lost to Boston, which was a really bad loss where they were 6-point favorites. I like the way Miami's been playing. I've kind of been fading them here on their nice little, on a lot of their wins they have going on here. And I like Miami in this matchup. Only a 1.5-point spread, playing better team basketball here. I'm gonna roll with the Heat. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Hawks versus the Golden State Warriors. Warriors opening up as 2.5-point favorites with the over/under at 221.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Golden State 7-3, Atlanta 7-3 covering in those 10 head-to-head matchups. I do see Andre Iguodala is out. Well, he was out Sunday. We'll see if he gets held out Monday. Be sure to check his status. Golden State, playing really good basketball here. Atlanta, they have been struggling, losses to Brooklyn. Tough matchups Atlanta's been up against: Brooklyn, Utah, Phoenix. So they've had a little rough stretch of games here. But yeah, Golden State just playing really great basketball here. Been fun to watch. A great start to the season, this Warriors team here. I'm going to roll with the Warriors. Hawks, they've been struggling here. Warriors look really good. Just a tough stretch for this Hawks team. We're going to take the Warriors -2.5. All right, next matchup, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over-under at 219.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Memphis 8-2, 9-1 covering in those 10. Minnesota, they've been struggling here on a 4-game losing streak. Have not looked very good here in their last few. On a 6-game losing streak against Memphis, 0-6 covering against Memphis here. Memphis 7-1 covering at home against Minnesota. Yeah, I like Memphis here. They've won the head-to-head battle. Minnesota, they've clearly been struggling here in their last few games. Getting dominated here in a couple of their matchups, especially a loss to Orlando here. Gonna roll with the team that's not on a bad losing streak here, playing pretty decent basketball. We'll take Memphis -5.5, and I like them on the money line for sure. Next matchup, we have the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas opening up as 9.5-point favorites with the over-under at 211.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Dallas 7-3, 7-3 covering in those 10. The Pelicans on a 6-game losing streak. Dallas on a 2-game winning streak. Playing really good basketball. Luka coming off that crazy game winner against Boston. No major injuries to really report here. Pelicans, on that 6-game losing streak, 1-6 in their last 7 against the Mavs, 2-5 covering against the Mavs. Mavs 6-2 in their last 8. Got a nice little win streak going, 3-1 in their last 4. I like the Mavs to continue their hot streak here. Hard to trust the Pelicans, man. A lot of their losses, they've been losing by double digits. I like the Mavs -9.5, and that'll be a nice money line parlay addition as well. Next matchup, we have the Phoenix Suns versus the Sacramento Kings. Suns opening up as 2.5-point favorites with the over-under at 221.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Sacramento 6-4. 6-4 covering in those 10. Phoenix currently riding a 4-game winning streak. I do see DeAndre Ayton is out for Monday's game. Sacramento 2-3 in their last 5 games. These teams have played before. Sacramento picking up a 110-107 win over the Suns. Phoenix, they've struggled against Sacramento, just 1-4 covering against Sacramento, 4-9 on the road against Sacramento here. Such a small spread. I know they don't have DeAndre Ayton, but got a nice little win streak going here. Playing really good basketball in this little stretch run they have. Very small spread. I'm going to roll with the hotter team here. I'm going to roll with the Suns. Then the last matchup, we had the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Charlotte Hornets. Lakers opening up as 2.5-point favorites with the over-under at 224.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Lakers 6-4, 7-2-1 covering in those 10. Charlotte currently on a 4-game losing streak. They've been pretty much struggling here. Lakers on a 2-game losing streak. LeBron James is out. Anthony Davis is questionable. Charlotte on a 5-game losing streak against LA. 0-5 covering against the Lakers. Lakers 2-11 covering in their last 13. Yeah, we'll see if Anthony Davis does play. That's kind of the big question mark of this matchup here. Basically, if Anthony Davis does play, I'm definitely taking the Lakers. If Anthony Davis is out, we're going with the Hornets, and that'll be the play. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.